So we are streaming. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Crystal Tomb, brought to you by XSplit Broadcaster. To enable virtual camera output, start XSplit Broadcaster. Still not paying us. Still willing to go to a higher bidder. Um, oh, I'm kcStranger, and these are my players. Things. XSplit. All right. So last time, which was a couple weeks ago now, the party had made their way to the Tower of Innis. Um, and last session was a week of many reveals. The party learned that they were unhinged in time. They appear to have hopped timelines once or twice. They learned that a few cities in the larger world are under attack, apparently by the demon army that they found before. So most notably, a couple places they've been, Jerdine and Siren. Um, and they were also told about the yet another magical artifact known as Cyphera, the Looking Glass. It is an artifact that is deeply tied to sort of the history and nature of Einangrun. They learned that, at least to the best of the knowledge of the High Priest, it is at the mountain at the center of Screet Forest, known as Tovrith's Peak, named after the ancient gold dragon said to live there. And she presented them with a proposal to go and fetch it, basically, at which point they could decide whether to destroy it, which hopefully, if done properly, would expel the demon army with some consequences. To use it to go to the outside world and investigate what's going on there, or to follow it further, because apparently the Looking Glass does not simply lead to Einangrun, it seems to lead to some mystery deeper in Einangrun. So when we last left the party, they had a dinner with Anya Hajnal Circulet, the Paladin of Innis they've traveled with from time to time, and were discussing, had sort of made the decision to go, to sort of take the mission to go find the Looking Glass. And we're discussing the best way of doing that, whether to go along the delta on the coast, which would be safe but maybe slow going, to take the direct route through the forest, or to go sort of up along the river and then cut over. And so we come back to the party as you've all gone, had a good night's sleep. You wake up, and the priests of Innis have once again set out sort of a nice breakfast for you. There's some fruit. You know what? There's even some biscuits and gravy, and some juice and honest-to-goodness coffee there. And so you're having one of the better meals you've had in a while, even though it's just breakfast. And yeah, Anya comes out and joins you, and you are have at it. So yeah, so Anya comes back out, sees you all sort of gathered around, and says, "So, everybody sleep well last night?"
I mean, it was all right, I'd say.
Okay, well,
Fallon winks at her and says, "Could have slept a little less."
she sort of raises an eyebrow at you, and then just sort of a half grin, lets it slide back down, and neutral expression resumed.
I don't sleep.
Right, elves. Anyway, did you think at all about what we were discussing last night?
We talked a little bit last night. We haven't decided what to do with the mirror yet, but we are going to take the most direct route to the tower.
Oh, indeed. To be honest, I was thinking that might be the way to go, considering how quickly events seem to be moving.
Yeah, we seem to have lost the... Well, Oh god, I've forgotten the word for it now. Lost the buckness of time. Yeah.
What are you trying to think of?
It's not pleasure of time, but we don't have time anymore.
I know what you're trying to
Luxury.
say. Now I can't think of
Luxury.
it either.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly. I like,
Time
I
is
like,
no longer on our side.
I like
Literally.
pleasure.
You know
Wow.
what? Halil, give me a performance check.
Fallon forehead cam. There it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Is that a Red Hook shirt?
No, it's a
Okay, you totally
Mountain
said
Air shirt.
pleasure of time. Like all that, that's pretty much what happened in game.
I've never seen Hillel so like flustered. He's usually so calm and collected.
I actually have to have XSplit open for the camera to work, which is funny.
Oh gosh.
Uh,
Alright.
well, I suppose after breakfast we should be shoving off then if we're running out of the pleasure of time.
Yes, indeed. Wouldn't want to miss out on any pleasure that's left.
I try not to make it weird.
I did actually have something for you all, and she picks up sort of, you know those like drink holders that you can get that hold like 6 bottles. She's got something like that, but it's got some thin glass vials in it. And she says, "I was considering the possibility that we might run into demons. So for each of you, I got one of these. Think of it as a holy water hand grenade."
What's a hand grenade?
Beat me to it.
You throw it at something, and bad things happen to whatever you throw it at.
Does it work on only demons, or can it work on goblins?
What about Genasi?
Actually, that's an interesting
Hey now.
question. What does it do if you throw it at a non-fiend? I'm pretty sure
Hey
the
now.
answer to this, but let me be absolutely certain.
You're an
It
all-star.
makes you wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an air genasi, not a water genasi.
So Kane, she says,
Makes you wet.
it should be effective against fiends or undead, or against their influence. So I'm not quite sure what that might entail, but if one of you should fall under the influence of a demon, then you can simply pour some of the water on that person. It should help.
So it does
None of
work on
us
certain
come under the
Genasi.
influence of a demon. What?
So it does work on certain Genasi.
Hey now.
If they are a fiend or undead, yes.
Or under the influence of a fiend or undead.
Hey now. The
Can
only
we
one you're
define
under
influence?
influence is... I think we all know who's under the influence here.
Fallon secretly uncaps one and pours a drop on his hand to see if anything happens.
Feels
That
like
sounds,
water.
That sounds too heavy.
It's got a nice little shine to it.
What?
It's a very ornate glass.
Water.
Alright. Anyone looking to do anything in particular before you sort of have your breakfast, relax, and then pack up and head out?
Yeah, can I just ask Anya? So about my request, how'd that go over?
Oh, sorry, I didn't actually think about that before, so let me think about that quickly now. Anya says, I put in a word. I think considering what you're doing for them, they said it would be alright.
Alright, thank you.
Sure thing.
While everyone else is talking, I'm gonna say I can just think the message, right? I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Yeah, you just think it and use the stone.
All right, and I'm gonna send a message just saying if things get too bad, where you are come to the Tower of Innis.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Just walk on through the skirt forest.
Well, take a boat. Take a boat to the Tower of Innis. I have a spot for just you though, so don't bring other people.
Okay. Yeah, you convey roughly that, and you about a minute later, you get back a message that says, Kane, that's so thoughtful. I'm very much trying to help out here, but I'll keep that in mind if things go bad.
Kane, you're such a good friend.
So, in fairness, Fallon wouldn't know this is happening, but
I know. Sorry, that was me out
yeah,
again.
okay, that's fine.
Friend zoning Kane.
Real quick, I checked the good berry pouch we have to see if the good berries are still good berries.
Okay.
What good berry pouch?
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of those.
Wait, what's
Who
it?
knows?
Actually, they still seem to be in pretty good shape.
I pop one of those bad
you
boys.
can see a little bit of crinkling, but the color's still good. The texture's still good. Imagine they'll keep for a while longer.
All right.
Okay. Anything else? All right. If not, we head to the world map. So, so I believe we are taking this sort of center route here and headed straight up. You would get some kind of map with their best guess of where the ultimate destination is that you're looking for.
And then
although,
we just do a walking montage. Everything works out perfectly fine.
yeah,
Yep,
absolutely.
we get to the tower, we find the mirror, we go home.
We do all those things.
Right.
See? That's pretty damn good.
I almost asked somebody to do that. That's literally what I was thinking about. Okay, so yeah, let me see here. So you have a general
God damn it.
direction that you're heading, but it's not like there are trails marked through the forest or anything like that. So you're gonna have to pick your way through on your own. So, what kind of pace are you looking to set? So, where you're at right now is mostly just rocks and big open hills. Unless something was actually invisible, it would have a lot of trouble sneaking up on you. So, I'll remind you, default options are fast pace, where you sort of are less aware of your surroundings. Over a really long period of time, you might wear yourself out, but not over the course of days. Normal pace, which is, and then a stealthy pace. So by default, those are 30 miles a day, 24 and 18, respectively.
So the trip's 150 miles. So at fast pace, it's 5 days.
Yeah, now that's,
And
yeah, a little bit more than 5 days.
so it's
Not
6 days.
considering any trouble you might get into in the forest.
And it's a little more than 6 days at the normal pace. So do we have I don't think we can go the slow pace, so that's like 10 days. Well, it's
I
like
think the normal
7 or 8
pace-
days.
I don't think we should rush through. I think we should still be able to like be mindful of what's around the area.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not locking you into it, so if you want to go like faster over this first part and then slower over the second part, you can.
I'm fine just going normal pace the whole way. Anyone have
What
a
am I missing?
objection?
It's already out of control.
Oh,
already out of control.
Is this okay? This is chat stuff. Okay. All right.
We discovered we can talk as each other, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, normal pace suits fine by me.
Okay. Any objections? Going once.
Well, you know, I could go as fast as I want, but I'll make sure you guys don't get lost.
Is forest favorite terrain?
Do you still have that technically with the new rules?
Oh.
It's on my character sheet.
Yeah, I think you just have a bunch of
I
general
thought I got an
bonuses.
extra one. Oh, maybe I looked at the wrong thing.
I think there's still favorite terrain in the Anarthocana Ranger unless you're doing something different. Also
no.
for-
No, they replaced it with just a general feature called Natural Explorer.
Oh, gotcha.
But that's
I
fine.
got
I
an
mean,
extra-
this is also kind of Fallon's forest that you're going into, which might help him.
It says I do ignore difficult terrain, but
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, hearing nothing else, you guys just sort of set off at a normal pace. You know, paying attention to your surroundings. You do travel the first about 3 days without incident. And as a matter of fact, I need to mark something down. So, you know, just sort of talking and walking and thinking about what you want to do once you get to your ultimate goal. As you reach the edge of the... Okay, so yeah. The land that you travel over seems pretty devoid of life. There's some scrub brush. You see some insects and spiders and an occasional lizard. And then you reach the edge of Skrit Forest. So as you enter the forest, you notice Fallon straighten a bit, and he seems more confident. This isn't actually a section of forest, Fallon, that you've traversed much, but as you cross in, sort of the familiar sights and sounds, you know how to navigate this place.
I also want to look for some purple flowers with white spots.
Okay.
And for foraging, I think I get a bonus on that.
Oh, do you?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
look again.
for... It specifically says food, but yeah, alright.
It's consumed.
Yeah. Alright, so let me see here. So, as you head into the forest, are you letting Fallon sort of navigate? Is someone else wanting to step up and say no that way?
I'm letting Fallon go.
Ken would like to try and figure out which way to go.
Okay, Kane and Fallon, both of you give me survival. Fallon, you have advantage.
Except I don't trust Fallon as well. So I want to look as well.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You rolled twice?
No, I think Kane's or whoever was on Fallon forgot to change off them.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
I mean, what? Who? What? No.
Yeah.
That's alright.
That
I'm
was
still
Kane
taking
rolling
that roll
first.
because it was really terrible. Alright.
No, wait, who? Wait, which?
You
I
rolled
rolled a
first.
16, 17.
Yeah.
So Kane knows where to go.
So Kane...
Can I have Gamork kind of corral Kane where I want him to go?
Okay, yeah. So you all sort of get into the edge of the forest, and I mean, it's pretty obvious which way you're supposed to go for, you know, even a mile or two. But then, you know, the forest starts getting pretty thick. You reach a lot of, like, fallen logs and rocks and different terrain features that you sort of have to navigate around. At one point, Fallon kind of stops and pauses just to get his bearings for a moment. And Kane, you're like, oh, it's this way. And you start just, like, taking off to the left. Halil,
Come on, Fallon. It's so clear. They go this way.
Halil, you sort of look around. You're not quite certain, but you're pretty sure that Kane is wrong. And you see Gamork go sort of padding off towards where Kane went. He actually disappears from sight for a moment as Fallon nods and goes at about 1 o'clock from the way you guys were facing. About a minute later, you see Gamork sort of bodying Kane back towards the rest of the group. Kane's just, you know, just sort of plays it off as best as he can, which isn't very well given what just happened. But, yeah, so with that roll...
Why you just stick the wolf on me, man? We gotta go this way. I'm sure of it. Just because I grew up in the city doesn't mean I don't know how to navigate a forest. Come on.
does.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and again, surprisingly, maybe because things aren't as sort of dangerous in here as you had feared, or maybe because Fallon is sort of navigating you around potential trouble. But you don't have any problems on the fourth day either. You pitch your camp. You find sort of a secluded area where the ground comes up in a bit of a hill, and you can sort of camp against it. Day 5, Fallon, please make an... Oh, and I almost forgot. Give me perception with advantage, Fallon, for your purple flowers. Okay. You do actually notice them growing in pretty decent quantities. You find one particularly large patch. So let me see. Add... Let me... I have to remind myself what I made them weigh.
Where do I have it on there?
Oh, or did we get rid of it because you used it?
Well, I just have the salts now.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and add it, actually, instead of, like, telling you. So they're 0.03 per, like, dose worth, basically. So call it... so you get 17 of them. So basically, the amount that you found, you'll be able to convert into 17 doses of gnome salts.
Awesome.
And actually, for this day of walking, because as I mentioned, they're actually not that hard to find here. Go ahead and make me another perception check with advantage.
On it.
Okay. So, yeah, don't do as good of a job, but add another 8 doses. Oh, wait, no, it's advantage. Sorry, 20. You do even better. Actually, find a little flower grove, if you will.
Good, I missed the forest. So, what am I number-wise doing?
So it should be 37 total.
Ah, okay. I didn't know if it was... Okay. Cool. And
Alright.
then,
And
what
then
other
for
check?
navigation on this day, go ahead and give me another survival. Okay. Let me see here. So that's going to be... Okay. So you continue to pass through the forest. You eventually reach a location where sort of there's a large thicket blocking your way. You look at it, make a guess as to how big it is, how hard it would be to go around. You decide that it's probably better to go around this particular thicket rather than try to go straight through it. So you head about half a mile east, and then turn up and go past it. You finally reach the point where you can actually walk along the side of the thicket. You see it just start to disappear behind you. And at this point, I want everybody to make first a perception check and then a stealth check.
Flicking my head up. Oh God.
That's unfortunate.
Do I have advantage, Casey?
No, not on that
Aw.
one. On the other one, you do.
Heyo.
Alright, so I'm going to have to... You all can have the peanut gallery for a moment. I need to calculate some things. Yeah, and Gamork will be making this one as well.
I feel like if you did really well on your perception check, you should be able to get advantage on the stealth check because you noticed it.
Oh,
For
shit.
no
damn.
particular reason do I think this rule should be enacted.
But what is it? Dun, dun,
Fallon,
dun.
do you, like, get auto advantage on any of this?
Land sharks.
Let me look.
The dreaded land shark. That's what we're dealing with here.
Did somebody roll perception twice?
I'm not
I
seeing
don't
it.
think so.
Okay, wait a minute.
I rolled perception stealth,
Oh,
perception
that's what
stealth,
I did.
like
I
Fallon, and
counted
then
a
Newmark.
stealth as a perception. Okay.
Let me check
That's some good
my.
stuff there, Fallon.
Thank you.
Sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneaky sneak.
Oh, he thinks he's Kane in disguise.
Okay, I don't think you do. But let me know
I
if I'm
don't
wrong.
either.
Alright.
But I'm-
There's only one sneaky blue.
I need to check my Google Drive document.
And it's Alistar.
Alright, and... See, this is what I get for making rules for this particular check that require me to use a calculator. Oh no, Kane's at 26. Gosh, alright. 26 again. Okay, I think you guys just did pretty darn well on these checks. Yeah, your average perception is 16 and your average stealth is 19.
Wow, Kane bringing down the average on the perception.
I'm sorry. I double critted. I take that as a win.
Alright. So as you sort of get to the edge, so right now, at your back, is sort of let me sort of draw what's going on here. So you're sort of in an area like this, and your party is here, and this is all like really dense brush. It's going to be hard to move through. It's going to be noisy to move through. And you hear in the distance, actually the first person to pick up on it is, who is the first person to pick up on it? I guess Fallon, actually, and then Colleen you notice a moment later, and sort of all alert each other to what's going on. There is a group of creatures moving sort of this way. Or actually, wait a minute. Yeah, like generically that direction. You think that the way they're walking, there's a good chance that they will cross your path and that it's going to be hard to get out of their way without, without, making a lot of noise or just wandering past them. Fallon, give me a nature check.
I'd also have special abilities as when tracking other creatures. I learn the exact number, size, and how long and I guess how long it's been since they come through the area. But
Okay. All right. Well, you're not exactly tracking them yet. You're just sort of aware of them.
I want to.
Okay. Based on sort of the crashing that some of them are making, you're guessing that goblins or hobgoblins feature somewhat in this group. That you seem to be, the terrain seems to be pushing you towards having some kind of confrontation.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would this help?
Well, well, okay, wait, let me think.
We just said we're on a collision course somewhat, and I didn't know if I
Right.
pass without a trace, if we can basically just like inch by them.
Right. So from where you're
Or is
at,
that something I needed to do before?
no, I mean not necessarily. I mean I had you make the stealth check already, but you did pretty well on it. So from where you're at, you have basically two options. You can either, or three actually. You can just wait where you are and see what happens. You could try to set up some sort of ambush, in which case you're sort of acknowledging that there's going to be a conflict and just trying to get the jump on them. Or alternatively, you could try to back up into the undergrowth behind you without them noticing. You imagine that's going to be pretty difficult, but that ability would help in doing that.
Fallon leans over to Alistar and says, "Hey, there's some Do I know what they are? You said hobgoblins, right?
You're not sure what everything is. Actually, anyone who wants to can make the nature check as well, since you're all sort of clued in on it at this point. I just realized Anya should be doing this as well.
Nailed it. We all nailed it.
You're intimidating someone?
I didn't even know Anya was with us until just now.
But
Oh
nature-
yeah, she took off with you.
So Fallon wants to turn over to Alistair and say, "Hey, there's some bad guys coming. Do you think you could pop a portal over, get their attention, and then come back and distract them so that they run the other way so we can get by?"
So let me get this straight. You want me to portal in front of them,
Not directly.
come back through the portal?
Well, open a portal behind a bush where they don't see it, hop out, go, "Oh my god, what
You
am
know
I doing here with all this gold?" And then
As you're
disappear
having this
back behind the
conversation,
bush.
Anya sort of leans down towards you. They're getting close. I think we need to make a decision.
If you want a distraction, I can do something a lot easier than that.
I say we just jump them, she says.
Why does the one-armed man always make me fight? And I just pull out my crossbow.
I believe in the one-armed man. You got this, Alistair.
I pull out my crossbow.
All right.
All right, guess we're getting ready.
And I look at his little crossbow, and I look up at him, and I just kind of shrug.
All right.
So wait. So just a quick rundown of what. Which they're like a leader-looking dude of this group of people, or is it kind of like all?
Oh, wait. Fallon has a different idea. Can the dimension door go past them? My cape thing.
You don't have time to plan at this point.
When they get
okay,
within...
but
Okay,
the range on that is 500 feet. If you wanted to use it independently, you can. But at this point, I'm saying this is happening.
When they get
Okay.
within 60 feet, like the center of mass, I just want to cast Shatter.
Okay. Well, I'm about to set up a map, and you guys are gonna have
Okay.
a surprise round. So.
Okay.
I love those.
All right.
I do
I
damage.
prefer bonus rounds, but okay.
Yeah. Based on your beast checks, which were a lot better than their checks that I rolled while I was setting this up.
What about double jeopardy rounds?
Alright, so let me make sure I've got the right map. Yeah, okay. So you all sort of take positions. Most of you, you go out. The area that you go into is a little bit less dense. There's some distinct open patches mixed in with all the trees. Most of you sort of hide within the trees. Anya winds up sort of playing the role of bait, and stands a little bit more out in the open. And as you see them approach, you do notice a band of hobgoblins. One of them, which will be signified by having different art, does definitely seem to be the leader. A few of you notice bugbears sort of creeping stealthily along the edge of the group. But then a few of you also notice something a bit different.
Did you move the map yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm about to. It looks for all the world like a giant, massive, completely blown up mosquito. And it's making this terrible droning sound. And here we are. So if you would please, roll initiative.
Oh, Lord.
Where am I? I'm lost in the darkness.
Oh, I need to get the turn thing up. There we go.
Do you have top of your head, Casey, if I can use my Tides
there.
of Chaos for initiative?
Where is that named
I
initiative?
think it's just any roll.
I'll check real quick.
Okay.
The dynamic lighting looks so.
I just
Right,
noticed
yeah.
my armor class
Yeah.
is jacked again.
Oh, well.
Why
It's
am
12
I?
plus dex for you, I think. Unless you have magic armor or something, or bonuses.
Why are my
Well, of
initiatives
course I
so
do.
terrible?
Alright, wait. What am I doing?
Damn it, Gmork.
Add turn. There we go.
Gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Is initiative a ability check?
I don't think so, actually. So,
Okay.
that's weird. That's a d20 roll that it actually doesn't work for. Okay,
What was the trick
Uh,
for fixing the AC?
You have to use the option on the little gear thing.
Man, I want an advantage on that.
Alright, this guy is at 5.
God, it's a giant mosquito.
Pretty much.
Where is? I live
What's
in
up with the
Houston,
dynamic
so-
lighting? It's like, is that tree blocking our
It's
view?
trees.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, like, precise. Like it doesn't have, like, blurring on it or anything, you know? So, oh, wait,
Okay.
it's supposed to be
Making
8.
sure it's not like broken or something.
No, it's not broken. I, like, spent actually a fair bit of time testing it. That's just what it looks like.
Wow, it's so
I can't
amazing.
see my friends. Where are my friends?
Where are you?
I see Gamork. That's right.
Oh, that's a really good point. You guys can't all see
Oh,
each other.
Gamork's down there. Okay, I can see Fallon and Colleen and Alistair.
I don't even know where Gamork is.
I think he's just down to the right of you.
Oh, can you not see?
Oh, my map. My. Okay,
I
sorry.
see him.
He's like right there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now things are working. Sorry.
Alright, and then this guy.
Did I do initiative for Gamork?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, it may
um,
not have.
So,
It's not on the turn order yet.
so
but
just
you
so
can roll
you're
it.
sort of aware, I'll do some pings real
Oh,
quick. So,
hold on. Sorry. Initiative. I rolled a 23, and
Okay.
Gamork rolled a 5. I forgot to click his token because I didn't see it when I rolled his.
okay. Whoops. Oh, wait, you already have your. Alright, so Gamork is at 5.
Single.
Alistair, what is your dex? Alistair?
Oh, 16 is the answer.
Okay, so you do go before him. Alright, and we should be good. So yeah, so Halil is right here. So I'll just ping all these once, so zoom out your map a little bit if you want to see.
Oh, Lord.
Halil's up here. Alistair is here. Anya is here. Queen is here. Fallon's here. Mork is there. And Kane is right about here. And you've got some enemies sort of in this area, in this general area over here, a bunch of them there, and a couple more up here. And, you know, if you sort of step through the line of blackness, then you'll be able to see a whole new world on the other side. Okay, so Halil, it is your turn. And this is a surprise round. The enemies are not going to get to do anything this round.
Right. No enemies this
I am
way.
deciding to
Run.
ignore the 5e change, I guess. So.
Well, I like running into the enemy, so I think I'll go punch this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one, top or right?
Oh God, there's two of them. The
So you
one to the
hear
right,
Halil
because
sort
he
of
was
go
the one I
crashing
saw.
off this direction. Okay. Did you say top?
No, right.
Oh, right. Okay.
Couldn't see the guy on top.
Alright. Punch away. Oh,
Oh.
snap. Yup, that'll do it.
It's not bad.
Get him.
The superior double crit.
Damn, killer.
Okay, so that should... You just don't have that set up, so it's actually 7 or 8 instead of 7 because you rolled a 1.
Wait, I don't have crit damage in?
Yeah, so...
It crit. You just rolled ones in both your damage dice.
I did, didn't I?
You
Ouch.
double crit for the
Well,
attack.
I mean,
and
I'm
then
saying it reads
double crit.
7 damage, but
Are
it
you
didn't-
not using the +3 staff of striking?
No.
Oh.
But he
Why
did,
would he use that item? It's not
he
like
did
it's
set
good.
up
Technically, too.
All right, so yeah, first punch goes straight in the kisser. You hear the neck snap as you give him a jolt. Next attack, you punch him straight in the sternum. So 11 damage, and you hear another satisfying crack. Anything else coming? I think you,
Is that third attack a miss?
13. That is in fact a miss. You punch, and he finally sort of ducks out of the way of this one, and your glow sort of glances off the hide armor that he's wearing.
Boo. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Fallon.
I assume that I can see this guy.
If you can see him, then you can see him.
Cool. 1 second, I gotta make a decision here. Okay, that's an action. So I guess I will shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay.
That's okay.
So that.
Wait, hold on. Before you say something, first turn during combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not yet attacked.
Yep. Okay. Good call. So yep, you pull up your crossbow and you fire it. This guy, you notice he's wearing half plate, but you see it sink in to a gap near his shoulder, and he sort of lets off a string of probably curses in Goblin. Yep, 12 piercing damage. All right. Anything else?
No, I guess not.
Okay.
I want this.
Colleen.
Yes, sir. I would like to move over here. Oh
Okay.
my gosh, I can see so many things. I would like to cast Tidal Wave across this line if I could.
Okay, can you show me the text for Tidal Wave?
Sure thing, Captain.
Nami. Alright, so 30 feet long, 10 feet wide. So you could do. You could get those 3 10 feet wide. You could get like these 3 plus this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, those 4.
that's what I'm going for here.
Alright, cool. So dexterity saving throws all around. So that's gonna be. Okay, so here are the little guys. And here's the big guy. Oh, snap. Alright, and what's your DC?
15.
Okay, so the top one succeeds, all the other ones fail. So okay, so 22 damage. Snap. Alright, so actually
I learned from watching the water.
okay.
Is that a Nami quote?
No, it's just like, oh, we're spending a bunch of time on this boat. What's a cool spell I could take at this level up? Tidal Wave.
Alright.
Hey, it's not, blood or soul related. Amazing.
Weird.
Yeah, learning some new tricks. Alright, so yeah, you throw your tidal wave across that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have to emanate from you. It can come from. Okay, yeah, so you step over, you scout out the area, you pick a nice little point in front of that tree, and send a tidal wave careening down that entire area. You notice 3 of them get swept up completely in it, including the captain, who falls down with a loud sort of crash. This one up top, you see sort of catch himself and steady, but he still seems pretty battered. So these bottom two, however, get completely swept away. You actually hear them crash into each other, and as the wave passes, they're not moving. So actually, I'm gonna say this guy gets swept all the way over here, and
Yeah.
they're also dead. So.
Yeah, girl.
All right. I think you have 5 feet of movement left. If you want to.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'll stay right here.
You're all done.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Okay. Alistair.
3. I see so many things.
Oh, I forgot about that. Whatever.
Okay. I'm going to cast slow on this one, and then these 3, I think. Oh, nope, it's not drawing lines. These 3.
Okay.
It's a 40-foot cube, so I think like something like that. I don't think I can get the.
Can you actually show me the spell card for it?
Yes, I can. Slow.
Oh, whoops. All right. I was scrolled up really far for some reason. Okay, up to 6 creatures in a 40-foot cube.
Yeah,
got
so
it.
I think that's these 2 is 40 feet, and then everyone else would obviously be in it.
Yeah.
So I would just go like
Okay.
that. So
Yep, that works. All right. So they get all of those debuffs. I'm just gonna open my.
yeah, they have to make a DC. I think it's 15. Wisdom
Okay,
save.
Save. All right.
Yeah,
and at
DC
this
15.
point, you do hear the captain sort of steady himself after the tidal wave and start barking orders to the people around. Oh wait, no, he's surprised. Can he do that on a surprise round? No, you know, I'm actually gonna say not. All right, so wisdom saving throws. So these are the bugbears. Top and right. Okay, so top one fails. And are they just totally unaffected if they make it?
I believe so.
Okay. And hobgoblins also just 1d20. Okay, so top, right, left. Okay, so these 2 fall under it as well. Alright, and that lasts until you lose concentration.
Yep.
Alright.
Up to a minute.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna take my last 5 feet back this way.
Oh wait, hold on a sec. One more thing. Before you do that, wild magic.
Oh yeah. And I didn't use my Tides of Chaos because 12.
Okay. All right. Yep. Now you can.
Now I'd take my 5 feet.
Actually, yeah.
All right.
At the end of their next turn, they get to try and roll it off. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They get to repeat the save every turn.
Yeah, they get a save every turn.
Okay. Oh, it's on the end of their turn. Got it. Okay. So he doesn't get a turn because you guys beasted that check. Kane, it is your turn.
Those 2 guys to my bottom right. They
Yeah.
look big, right?
They look pretty big.
They look pretty big.
You've seen them before. They're bugbears.
Oh, the bugbears. Okay. I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
All right. Show me which one. Show me what you're shooting at.
The bottom one.
Okay.
All right. I think I get advantage on the roll, right?
You do.
So I get. And
Prize
is it-
round is incredibly good for you.
And it's a crit. All right, cool. Huzzah! I didn't need it.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Maybe they're like rollover minutes, and you get it on your next turn.
Okay, yeah,
And
you
then I get-
also don't have the crit damage thing set up, so that's actually 17.
Wait, why is it 17? What?
Because you double the dice on a crit.
Yeah,
That's what the
it
plus-
rolled 2d6. That's what the plus is. That 2.
No, oh, got it. Okay, 13.
I just rolled a 2 for my second dice.
Got
And
it.
then but then the sneak attack damage is doubled, right?
Yes.
So I rolled 66 instead of 2d6.
Yeah.
Technically, you get.
You can. I'm okay with doing it both ways. It technically changes the distribution, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah. So you see the two bugbears coming along the south. You pull out your short bow. You line it up squarely between the eyes, and there's a little spurt of blood and brains, and a bugbear slumps over dead.
Woo! I'm gonna go hide behind a tree now.
Okay. Give me stealth.
So are these guys goblins? Is that what they are?
Which ones?
You would recognize
They're
them at this point
goblinoids.
as hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins?
I still have my hood up. So
Yeah,
it's
for
24.
sure.
Yeah. Hiding behind a tree now. I am the knight.
I noted that.
There's a
Alright.
slight whooshing noise.
Oh, well, then they totally noticed that. Alright,
man.
it is Gamork's turn.
If he tries to smell the big bug creature to figure out what it is,
Mm-hmm. You can certainly attempt that. You can give me a perception check.
okay, good mark. You got that.
It's kind of far away at this point. It's been coming from the other direction. There's not a wind to really carry much scent to Gamork.
If you told me that before I made the perception check. I'm kidding. Okay. He will. Let's see, what's the distance here? Oh, yeah. He goes over here.
Okay.
Does one of these.
Okay, that is a hit. Okay, 8 of the damages. And makes a strength save. Okay. Mork bounds through the woods, runs and takes a flying jump at the hobgoblin, winds up getting him around the neck through the chainmail that he's wearing. Does manage to shake Mork off and remain standing, sort of square himself. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, actually, hold on. He's
Nope.
going to move right there.
Uh,
Because it was 35 to him.
yeah,
He's
I'm
moving
just
speed of
I'm
40.
considering.
Oh, wait, is that a. Never mind.
Well, no. Actually, you can do that because you're still dealing with surprised enemies.
Okay. He does it.
I'm just going ahead and making it super powerful, because why not? Okay. And it is now Anya's turn. So she will... Let's see, what's the range on this? Oh, it's only that. Okay. In that case... Okay, so she will cast Hunter's Mark on the captain. Then she will run up to this position. I think that works. Yeah. And will hurl a javelin at him. Okay. And let me make sure Okay, it's -2 to AC, so yeah, for sure. Alright. And she hurls the javelin sort of straight into his neck. A gout of blood comes out, and the captain goes down.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Wrong layer. Alright. And that will be her turn. Which brings us to the top. Haleo.
All right. Well, because this guy survived the first round of the beating aggression, we'll go for another round before he has a chance to get himself together.
Okay. Yup, hit. Okay, and your very first punch, yeah, you just snap up with an uppercut. You'd already sort of damaged that area with your first hit. You hear a satisfying snap, and you just see him fall over.
All right. And we're going to spin kick into the other guy or something.
Oh yeah, you totally, you give the old roundhouse kick to the face, as it were. Oh wait, whoops, I put that on the wrong layer. Just a sec. There we go. Alright, cool. Yep, 10 of the damages to him. Alright. And yeah, that also hits.
Okay. Come on. Where's there?
And you come back around and sort of drop an elbow into his solar plexus, and you see him double over, but does remain standing.
All right. That's been done. Yeah.
All right. Fallon.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I move, check, see if I can figure out what the bug thing is, and then do something else?
If you can see it, then you can make an Arcana check.
Okay, well, I wanted to move here,
Okay.
then try it,
Yep.
and then and then also like either attack or spell or something.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I move here where I can see the big bug still.
Yep.
And I want to do that.
Okay.
So I will do that. God. No.
Okay. Let me think. All right. It's more of a sense plus some knowledge that you came into this already having. You know that. Wait a minute. Am I not? No, I am broadcasting. What's going on? All right. You knew that there was a possibility of dealing with demons, and something about this droning sound that it's making, in addition to just how sort of otherworldly it seems, you're not quite sure what it is, but you're pretty willing to bet it's a demon of some kind. And as such, you can imagine that it's at least somewhat strong. It definitely doesn't seem like a pushover.
Okay. Good hint. So then I look at this bugbear down here and I want to take control of him.
Intelligence too high.
Oh, dang it. Is that... I must have read it wrong.
I think I gave you a limit of 4 for that.
I was looking... Oh, intelligence of 4. I was looking at the... Okay.
No problem.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to flump the giant creature. It
Okay.
looks like a demon. And I'm going to use this.
Okay.
And I believe that now that... is he a fiend or a demon?
Well, demons are a kind of fiend.
So I get +4 damage on
Yes. Yes, you
attack rolls.
do. All right. So you come over, you take a look at it, sort of measuring your opponent. Oh, by the way, Anya did also switch Hunter's Mark over to the big bad demon. Sort of take the measure of it. You level your crossbow, aiming sort of for one of the joints, just inside, kind of its shoulder, and you let fly. You see the bolt satisfyingly stick into it, and that will be 13 damage. You hear a momentary, like, rising in pitch of the droning sound that it's been making. All right.
And I think I can move 1 square up.
Okay.
Done.
All right. All right, now some other things get to do things. So, this guy, I have to remind myself what they can actually see real quick. Okay. So he will first step sort of this direction, at which point he does see Fallon. Alright, so he's going to run up to Fallon and attack with his Morning Star. 19 hits, I think.
Yeah.
Alright. So 16 damage as he comes across and just sort of
Why
comes
not?
in with a big swing and whacks you straight in the side. And that's his turn. The other one, okay, is affected by slow. I have to remember what that does.
-2 to AC.
Yeah, it can still attack normally. It just can't.
Yeah, you can't only use an action or a bonus. Can't do both.
Right. Okay. Well, it just wants to whack Halil. So.
Just try it.
Yeah, so 1 melee attack on its turn.
How does a 12 look?
No,
All right.
it doesn't look good for him.
You dodge nimbly out of the way of its clumsy strike. And yeah, sort of acknowledging his fate at the moment, probably. All right, which brings us to this guy. So, okay. Speed is.
He also gets to make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, right. Thank you. I think it's just 0. Yeah. Oh.
All right. He is no longer slowed.
He will probably be dead before he gets another turn, but no longer slowed. Okay. So let's see here. We're gonna go. Right here. And yeah, we'll play a game of Attack the Paladin. Fail miserably? I think that's a fail miserably. Yeah, alright, so you hear a whirring of wings as the demon rushes forward, plunges into the brush. Colleen and Fallon a little bit too. You see it make sort of a clumsy stab at Anya. It seems to glance off of her plate armor. But it is a pretty horrid sound that's filling everybody's ears now. And actually...
Is he close enough to Gamork for an opportunity attack?
It never left his threat range. If it were to leave Gamork's threat range, then yes. But
Oh, okay.
so
Gotcha.
Colleen, and at this point, I will go ahead and reveal this area of effect. Is that R1? Yeah, R1. Okay, so because you're within this specified range
Oh
of the
boy.
demon, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Something about this noise that it's putting off, sort of crowds out rational thought, but you grit your teeth and just barely maintain control. Go ahead.
Let's see. I What is the status of the creature making the buzzing? Like, is it looking pretty healthy still, or?
Yeah, you notice it's got one bolt in it, but otherwise it looks alright. By the way, for anyone who can't see, it's sort of in this general area is where this is all happening.
The middle of the big aura.
Oh yeah, you can see the big aura. Alright. Yeah, it looks still fairly healthy.
I'm gonna move away from it a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use Chill Touch. Is that the right one? Is that the one I want to do? Yes. Chill Touch, not Frostbite. Chill Touch.
What is that,
Is
like
it?
60 foot range?
Is it? Come on.
I believe
No,
Frostbite
it's
is
Frostbite.
disadvantage on attacks and Chill Touch is movement
That's what I
speed.
want. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's range on
Solid
Frostbite,
40.
just to make sure?
Let me go to my actual cantrip view. It's pretty big.
Oh no, there it is. 60
It's
feet.
60 feet.
Alright, we're good. Okay, so it has to make a Constitution save. Oh, it only gets +1 on that. Alright, fails. So you see. Oh wait, my bad. I forgot. It has advantage on that.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So you see the ice sort of start to form over it, but then you watch it like almost flex or pulse somehow, and shrug off the effect entirely. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Alistair, it's your turn.
Yeah. This will also be on my last turn.
Okay.
Try to see where the fastest route to like get vision on this thing is. Like I still don't see the thing, isn't it right like here?
It's in. All right. So let me see. You started. I just want to mark where you started. You started here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's in this general direction.
Okay.
And there's just like a cluster of trees in the way.
Colleen, can you see it over there? There we go. That's my vision.
Okay. So going there.
And then
Look
I'm
at
maintaining
that.
concentration on the slow, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast a firebolt.
Okay.
That's not a firebolt. And you know what? Let's Tides of Chaos for advantage on the attack.
Okay.
Who
All right.
needs it?
Yup. It does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
20 damage.
All right. So you've had some subpar firebolts in your time, but you reach deep inside.
Wait, that's not right. That can't be right. It should be 40-10, and it only rolled 3.
Oh, that's because you have the crit damage set as.
There we go.
Okay. So it's actually 29.
29 damage.
Yeah, so you reach deep inside, you find that heartburn, and you send it as this torrent of flame towards the creature. You do watch as it sort of splashes over it, Doesn't lick as deeply as you might hope, but still does some pretty good damage. So that'll be... Alright, I got that.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, Alistair.
Alright, so...
Now it's time for Stalker Star.
Yeah. Alright, so not a Kane. Kane, I need you to make the Constitution saving throw as well.
I'm so good at those. Remember when I was poisoned? I passed all of my Constitution. Oh god, I am good at that.
Oh, snap. Alright. Yep. No problem.
So many crits today. I've crit a lot, even like crit fails. Just so I'm good. I guess I should help Fallon.
Okay.
He seems to be in a bit of a spot there. I'm just gonna go run up and I'm gonna stab it in the neck.
Okay.
Leave Fallon alone. I yell.
Let me double check, but I think that's good. Actually, just barely. Yep, you hit.
Woo!
Yep, and your sneak attack. Alright. Yep, so you slide in. It sort of has its side turned to you, and you just plunge your rapier straight up through it, searching for the vital organs. Whatever you did didn't quite seem to hit something immediately lethal, but it does cough a big wad of blood and bile. Fallon, give me a dexterity save.
Okay.
Okay, and you nimbly duck out of the way of this massive wad of bloody phlegm that is ejected from the mouth of the bugbear. Alright. Anything else, Kane?
Should I stay next to Fallon? Or should I back away and let it hit Fallon again?
You got about 15 feet of movement left.
I'll just look at Fallon and say, you can finish it off, right? And that's my turn.
Okay. Gamork can now make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God damn it. Where? Oh, that's wrong one.
Okay. You can sort of sense Gamork struggling, but he does just barely manage to keep a hold on things, if you will. Go ahead and take your turn.
That's against the big bug.
Okay. Yep, that is a hit, so go and roll damage. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, so you see that purplish energy sort of come down over Gmork's claws, and he jumps up and takes 2 swipes at the creature, raking it across its abdomen. You do notice, even from where you're standing, that you guess this creature is immune to poison. It seems to shrug off that part of the effect. But the slashing does seem to have taken a toll on it, and you can notice some definite openings, if you will.
Awesome.
Anything else?
No.
Alright. We are now to the hobgoblins. So let me see here. Okay.
Are they in the aura too, or are they protected?
You know, that's an interesting question. I'm turning friendly fire off. I don't
Okay.
know is the answer, though. like what's actually supposed to happen. Okay. Alright, so this one will actually, he'll just take a longbow attack at Gmork. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Alright. And then he'll sort of step back into the brush. Actually, let me check something. Oh wait, he's still under the effect of slow. Oh, speed is halved. Okay. Now he gets his wisdom saving throw. Fails. Alright. Next one will step up and take a swing at Anya. I think that's also a miss. Yep, clinks off of her armor. And his saving throw does shrug it off. And finally, this guy will... Let me see here. Yeah, just level his bow on Gmork as well. That's a miss. And he... will also sort of take off running away. Okay. And it's now Anya's turn. She will drop her shield and make a great sword attack on the... Oh wait, no. She will first make Constitution saving throw. And succeed very well. Alright, and now... Oh, she actually gets 2 attacks. So yeah, great sword attack number 1. And we'll go ahead and Divine Smite that. Reroll the 1. Okay, so it deals actually 16 damage plus another 4. So that's 20. And we'll do that one more time. What the crap did I do? Alright. Believe that's another hit. Yep. Once again, rerolling a 1. Okay, so 11 damage plus 2d8. It's 17. Alright, so yep, Anya takes a couple hacks at the demon. You see golden radiant energy sort of washing off of it as her strikes thunder in on it, but it does remain up. Alright. Which brings us to Haleo.
Alright, well I think it's time to finish off this guy. Yeah. Go!
Just capture that audio.
Alistair.
That's a 15 hit.
Attacks with his one hand.
Actually, it ducks out of the way a little bit, and you just feel leather.
Alistair actually
That
kind of
attack.
he like swings his body so like his limp arm kind of flails out into the side.
Yeah, you do your best Alistair impression on the first attack.
He says windmill and starts rolling his shoulders like this. The one arm just goes wild.
But then you come around with a kick and just hit it
Take him out.
squarely in the torso, and it falls over and does not move. All right, so it's down.
Okay. I'm going to start running over this way so I can actually see what's going on.
Okay.
It kind of helped. So that was 14 plus 18. That works.
Whatever this music is.
Charge.
Okay.
But yeah.
Are we doing any more things?
And yeah, I can hit this guy.
Oh, okay.
Because if the last one I used my attack in the bonus action, then this time I still have my second attack.
Sure.
I think, yeah.
I'll allow it.
Great.
Okay, yep, that's a hit. And yeah, you come around and let me think here. You punch him in the chest, and you do sort of hit on the armor, but you hit so hard that you see a massive dent. Oh no, wait, no, he's wearing chainmail. Okay, yeah, you just punch him so hard the amount of blunt force, even just through his armor, staggers him. But he does remain up.
Nice. Great.
All right, anything else?
Nope. I now need
Alrighty.
to study Alistair.
Fallon, Constitution saving throw.
Okay, hold on.
You
God damn it.
do not fare as well as your companions. This droning sound coming off of this demon fills your inmost being, if you will, and crowds out any sort of thought. You are now unconscious.
Favorite enemy, though.
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, I was gonna kill the big monster, but I guess I won't.
Okay, so Kane, you say, you can finish it off, right? And then just a moment later you see Fallon slump over and fall on the ground.
That's great. I love it.
Alright, so now it's the bugbear. And, well, I guess he's going to turn around and whack Kane. So, how does a 23 look?
That doesn't hit. Nah, that's...
Okay, I'm going to take it from that it hits. So...
Oh, God.
So 19 damage as the bugbear whirls on you and slams its morning star
That
down
hurt.
over your shoulder. All right. And I think that's it for him.
Ow.
So we are now to this guy, which let me see here. Can't really do much. No, I guess it just goes after Anya one more time. And misses. So sad. Alright. Colleen.
And you said it's looking pretty beat up at this point.
It is looking pretty beat up at this point.
Do I do the thing? Fuck it. I'm gonna go for it.
Alright.
I'm gonna run up to it and give it some good old bloodletting.
Wait a minute. Let me see. I gotta check something real quick. Okay, yeah. That's just barely your range.
Good old-fashioned bloodletting that I'll probably miss with.
Yep. As a matter of fact, you do miss. So
Well, I tried.
you run up and you sort of reach out for it, and it's sort of it's hovering in air, so it just sort of whirs out of the way of your attack. Okay. Anything else?
That's all I got, I think.
All right. It's Alistair.
Stalker Star.
Yes. All right, let's go. Well, I think we're going to just start with something very simple, and we're just going to firebolt the big buzzy thing.
Okay. Firebolt away.
Uh,
Too bad that Jato actually got a good firebolt
damn.
roll already.
wrong
Yeah.
character again.
Yeah, Alistair's back in his normal form now. The firebolt just sort of goes whizzing through the trees. You see a spider web catch on fire and burn up,
Oh,
but it doesn't catch the rest of the tree on fire.
all right. I think that's about it.
Okay. All
Don't
right,
have a reason to move.
Kane, make a Constitution saving throw. Probably not. Wait, why? All right, Kane.
Sorry.
The droning also fills your
Holy
ears.
shit.
You cannot think.
Help.
You cannot move. You fall unconscious also.
Guys, help.
Will I be able to come back, or is this just like a?
Party wipe. We're all unconscious.
All right.
Blacked out. Left some money on the ground.
That
Casey's tired of this campaign, I guess.
that brings us to Gamork. Constitution saving throw for Gamork.
See, this is what I get for trying to help people. See, I ran up to help Fallon, and now we're both going to die.
Gamork,
Volk
however,
will save us.
is steadfast and manages to shrug off the effect.
Can Gamork drag Fallon's body outside of the circle?
Hypothetically, but probably not this turn. I mean, I'd impose some sort of... There'd be a strength check. There would be a movement penalty.
Okay, well, is there anybody else around the bug? I can't see them from Gamork's
there
perspective.
are two others threatening.
Of our team?
Yep.
Okay, so he gets advantage.
Yep.
So...
However, as he jumps up to bite it, it again just sort of, it's whirred one way from clean. It just sort of rocks back the other direction and dodges Gamork's attack.
Does it lose its balance?
It's flying.
Oh. Okay. Gamork is upset, but let's see. Hold on. He is going to move.
So just remember, if you do that, there will be an opportunity to.
Oh, okay. He's gonna stay here and growl.
Okay. And he growls. All right. So let me see. I have to actually double check what these guys can see at this point.
Me.
Pretty much. Okay. So yeah, an arrow comes flying in Halal's general direction from the woods. I think it's +3. Yeah. How about an 18?
I catch it.
Okay. Alright, so I have to actually roll the damage for that, right?
Yeah, and I need to roll a d10. So that's 4 plus Dex modifier plus monk level. Okay,
Right, which means
it's 4 plus 6 already.
you catch it.
Plus 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled
Ooh,
pretty
oh.
badly. damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it back at him. Gotta
Okay.
throw it back.
Now wait a minute. Is that considered a ranged attack?
Yes.
Which means that I
think-
think you have disadvantage because you're being threatened.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright.
I make this attack with proficiency, so d20 plus dex plus proficiency mod, right?
Yeah.
Is that 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crap.
I believe in you. Okay. Now roll for the disadvantage.
Oh, and I need to...
Okay. Yep. You catch it. You sort of duck out of the way of the guy who's in your face and send it whizzing back through the trees. And you hear sort of a, oh! I mean, except lower pitch, because I didn't do a very good job of that. As, whatever. As the arrow goes in at the base of his neck, go ahead and roll the damage.
That was...
Oh, is it just the damage?
1d8. I don't know. It doesn't specifically say.
Yeah, actually, how does that work? Let me double check the rules. Monk. Alright. Make a ranged attack.
Actually, it says it counts as a monk weapon. In which case, do I just use monk weapon damage? I don't know.
What does being a monk weapon actually do? Alright, you know what? I'll just say it's the weapon's damage, which is going to be a d8 plus dex.
Got it.
Okay. And actually, you do just drop him. So you hear a crash as he falls over. Well played. Alright. Next, we've got this guy who will slide down and take a whack at Colleen.
Yeah.
How's a 14?
That meets one, but you said you added one with my cloak, so it should be 15, right?
Well, is the global modifier working? Let me see here, because I put on a global AC modifier. Your AC should be... Oh, I see, but the 14 actually includes that. Right.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, your AC is 14, so that would be a hit.
It's just the bugbear thing?
It's the hobgoblin, yeah.
I'll go. Shield.
Okay. Alright, yep, it comes in, you see the sword just about to sort of slip through, and you throw up a quick shield, and it glances off. Final hobgoblin will send an arrow in Anya's general direction.
Hobgoblin's trying to thwart my plans.
And miss terribly. And will, I think, bravely run away. Yeah. Alright. Which brings us to Anya, who will... Oh, first make a con save. Makes it. So then one of these. That is actually a miss. So one more. And that is also a miss. Okay, yeah, so she sort of rears back with her sword again to attack the demon and manages to miss it twice. as it continues bobbing and weaving like a pro. All right, Haleo.
Con save.
Yep.
We're all gonna
Rip.
die.
Oh.
Nope, you made it.
I'll punch this guy while I'm still conscious.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Extremely easy. Just hit him in the sternum. He crumples.
Sweet. Let's go attack the big mosquito.
All right. Go for it.
I think I should flurry of blows this one. Whew, let's go.
Miss. Hit. Let me double check. Yup. That one, you feel a satisfying crunch as you go into its torso. And then, yeah, and the second one, your fist actually goes all the way through its neck. And you actually see a gout of, actually Christmas colors. It's red and green flame that sort of licks around it. And you actually watch as it sort of burns and seems to disintegrate. You may know that it's actually being sent back to the abyss rather than actually dying, but you have banished it.
Whoa.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
All right.
Save Helen and me, please.
Anything else?
No, I think, yeah, that's it.
All right. Fallon is unconscious, and the bugbear is screwed, but it's pissed. So
It runs away.
odds is Kane, evens is Fallon. All right. So it's gonna whack Fallon.
Woo!
It's gonna automatically hit because you're unconscious.
Getting some action.
Crits, right?
Does it auto crit if you're unconscious? I thought it just auto hits.
I mean,
Thanks, Kane.
no problems, friend.
Just coup de grace him. Bam.
I don't remember a rule saying that you auto crit. And I'm checking the rules for incapacitated, and it doesn't say that. Oh wait.
Safe then.
Here's unconscious. Oh no, actually, it still has to make an attack roll. It just has advantage. That's interesting.
Okay, so it can still wildly miss.
Yeah.
See, I helped out. See, I helped Fallon. See?
Actually, you did.
You didn't mean to, but you did.
That was the plan all along.
Yeah, alright. So 1d20 plus 4. Alright.
I think he hits.
Just barely, I swear.
Alright, so 19 damage. And then... And after it gets in that satisfying blow, it's like, maybe I do want to give a shot at life, actually. So it's just going to go tearing off this direction.
Does it opportunity attack about from Kane or is, oh wait, Kane's knocked out too.
You
What
are
about
both
me?
unconscious.
As it leaves, this was the bug thing, right?
Yeah. But it's
Does
not...
it provoke me though?
No, it's the hobgoblin that's next to you.
Oh.
This is the bugbear that was by Kane and Fallon. And it just took off. You hear some crashing through the woods down in this general area. Okay, and that brings us to Colleen.
How's the hobgoblin next to me feeling?
Not great.
Bloodletting. Fuck it all. Fuck it all.
Yeah. You narrate this one.
Uh, so it. Man, I should have let it hit me. I thought about it, but I guess I sort of parry its attack magically, and I just take my dagger, and this green necrotic energy starts to just swirl around my arm, and I stab it, and just like suck the essence out of it.
And this almost hollow-seeming husk falls to the ground with a dull thud. Yeah, it is extremely dead. Very, very dead. Alright. Anything else?
I'll take a step over this way, see if I can see. Nope. There's a wall of darkness. I'm afraid to walk. Oh, bye. Okay. Yeah, I can see more things now. That's good. I'm good.
Alright, it's Alistair.
Where is Alistair?
Oh, that's
He's
right, you can't
over here.
this second. Let me actually give you his vision. There you go. Can you see now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a lot better. So the bugbear ran off this way.
Yes.
Downwards, okay. Let's go see if I can see him. 30-foot movement speed. Wow. It's terrible. I see nothing.
What if we hasted stop
You
Khalil?
could potentially try to dash.
Dashing is a bonus, right?
It's yeah. Or no, it's
Yeah.
an action.
Oh, yeah. If I dash, then I can't do anything else, really.
Yeah, but you could get vision on it, which might aid you in following it later.
That's right. Yeah, okay. Let's... How much extras does that give me?
Another 30.
Great.
So I'll just
Let's
mark
head
it as
down.
60 from your original position.
Yeah,
Yeah, which you can totally do that.
great. It's just a big wall.
Okay, and at this point,
Help
you
us
do, Alistair would, or actually, give me a perception check for Alistair.
Alistar.
Okay, realizes it's sort of more over in this direction. Alright, Kane is unconscious. Gmork. If you don't know where the bugbear is, well, you may know where it is. If you're not sure, you can make a perception check for Gmork.
I think I see it right under the other one.
Okay, yep.
Can I get there?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh my. Okay, so...
Yeah, that is going to be a miss. Gmork takes a flying leap at it. It sort of sidesteps. Gmork sort of skids right beside it. Alright, and that brings us to this guy, who is going to dash away. So let me see here. So that's 50. Then and that brings us to Anya. So let me see here. Would she have actually seen any of that? Actually, yes. Huh. But can she actually do anything about it? in that case, she will run this way. And is this disadvantage? Yeah, it's disadvantage. Alright. She will take another javelin and give that a try. That is a wild miss. However, she has extra attack, so she'll try a third. And that also misses. Ouch. Alright. So yeah, Anya runs up, chucks a couple javelins randomly into the woods, and Halil.
Right. Well, seeing this guy make a run for it, I'm going to sprint after him.
Okay.
Damn, I measured and forgot where I was going.
Here,
Okay.
I'll do the same thing you're doing. There you go.
Thanks.
Alright, so you're 30 feet away from it currently.
Yep.
Alright, so actually you probably can catch it next turn. Okay. Fallon is unconscious. Now to the bugbear. Let me think. Sees that. Alright. Fight or flight. Here we go. Alright. It's going to attempt to get away. So Gmork gets an opportunity attack as it tries to dash away. That's a hit. Alright. So yeah, as the bugbear attempts to slip away deeper into the woods, Gmork just jumps at it, sort of bites it around its leg, hamstringing it, and as it comes down, Gmork comes over its neck and gives a final blow. And bugbear down. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and shortcut most of this, because we basically have Halil chasing after this hobgoblin. I am going to do one. Okay, so Halil, you catch up to the hobgoblin. Let me see. What's your speed?
50.
So yeah, so that will require you to dash on your next turn. Can you attack after dashing?
Or I don't think so, but I could throw a shuriken at him because I do
okay.
actually have a ranged weapon.
So let me see. So it's currently 30 away. It'll move another 60 away. That's it. So 90. So you can get within 40 feet.
Yeah,
Make your
I
attack.
can take disadvantage on my attack.
Okay. You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So you are 40 feet away currently. Yeah, that's a hit. And let me double check its HP. Yep. You throw your shuriken at it. Yeah, and you just again sort of catch it under the base of the neck, sever one of those important blood vessels that goes up to the head, and see it crash into the woods. And you all eventually sort of gather back in the main area. Does anyone want to do any sort of looting or any such thing?
I'd like to wake up.
Slap our friends awake.
Yeah. Actually, let me see if Anya understands what's going on here. Nope, she doesn't. So what does that mean? Anya will sort of stand over you, and she'll uncork a vial of holy water and sort of splash it over the two of you. She cuts it in half, so you don't wake up immediately, but about 30 seconds after she does that, you sort of rouse yourselves and yeah, see her sort of knelt down, looking over you, and you see her sort of smile as you open your eyes. Whew. Well, that was a new experience. You guys okay?
I grab the Morning Star wounds on my side, and I say, "Yep, feel great."
Oh.
You hit me in the shoulder, right, or like the side. I do the same thing. Like, yep, all right.
Yes.
And look
Good.
at Fallon and just say, "I thought you got this, man. You were supposed to got this." You,
All right. So what? Can you both give me like what's your HP and what's your HP maximum?
I'm at 11 currently. My max is 46.
Okay. And Kane, what about you?
I'm at 21. Max is 40.
Okay. Let me see here. So probably.
I cough up a little blood and for show.
Fallon, go ahead and heal for 22. And Kane, heal for 9. As Anya says, right, and sort of puts her hands on both of you, and you feel a lot of your wounds sort of close up.
Cool.
All right. All right. And yeah, as that's going on, Colleen sort of takes a little bit of a stroll. Let me see. So all that's going on with you guys. Alistair and Halil, or actually, Alistair's not here, so I'll just do it this way. Halil, give me a perception check. Okay. You watch as Colleen sort of wanders between the bodies, and you know, a few of them sort of lurch up and seem to be looking towards her for instructions, if you will.
Do I see this?
Nah, you're busy waking up from unconsciousness and healing. Is this Halil?
Trying something new?
Yes, actually, I learned a few new tricks, and I've really been thinking hard about the whole mess, and it looks like I can actually get more than one right now.
Interesting. Make sure you've got a good hold on them.
Oh, it should be fine. It's always been fine. I see no reason why it shouldn't be.
Okay, and this is the moment when Anya, sort of satisfied with her work on Fallon and Kane, you know, they're starting to get up and clean themselves off. She sort of comes back through the trees and looks at you clean. Says, she takes a moment, her eyebrows sort of crinkle, and she looks at you and says, "These yours?"
Yes, actually, the new shiny,
Neat trick. Well,
isn't it?
when did you learn to do that?
Well, I've always had sort of a grasp of the magic, but I've never had two before.
I see.
Are we all hearing the conversation now?
Yeah, you're sort of crossing back through the trees at
Can I
this
just
point as well.
look at Anya and be like, "Aren't you supposed to be like anti everything that is?"
She looks at you and says, "A paladin of Vite or Haval or some such thing, perhaps. The paladins of Innis are trained to be more flexible, and the fact of the matter is, we are in a dire situation. If she has a good control over these things, they could come in handy."
Yes, Innis is just such a wonderful deity.
I'm glad you're so flexible.
She just sort of raises her eyebrows and winks
drop.
at you.
Mic drop.
Okay. And then she says, well, if no one else is going to do it, and she waltzes over towards the hobgoblin captain.
Oh, I forgot. Well, I just got woke up. Oh well.
Yeah, yeah. That being said, Anya's going to... Alright, let me see here. Anya pulls out a coin purse and starts glancing through it. He says, huh, this one's actually got a decent amount of money on him. Are we sharing?
Yes,
Yeah.
sharing is
Sure.
Alright, so you all get...
Yeah, that's how we've been doing it this whole time.
Yeah, sharing everything we get.
you all get 16 gold.
I roll for greed.
All right. I'll give it to Alistair as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Generous.
Alistair gets 16 too. Yeah. Or wait. You know what? It's simpler that way.
Do we leave Johan's share on the ground?
I give everyone 4 gold pieces. Well, not all,
Hooray.
just Fallon, Brave,
Party members.
Yeah.
Stalker, and
Yeah. Anya knows how it is.
She gets it.
Anyone else want to double check this particular corpse or no?
I will
can I look it
investigate.
over for valuable things?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm probably too busy with my
Yeah.
new
Good call.
friendies.
Yeah, Fallon, you're like, yep, got the coin purse.
I go to investigate, but my side hurts too much still to bend down.
Kane, however, is always game to loot a body. And you find that, so first of all, Anya saw this and just left it. The captain's equipment is actually kind of nice. He's got a great sword. He's got a couple javelins, some half plate. But you also notice tucked into sort of his belt a map. And opening it up, you see what appears to be a map of the forest with some different routes marked on it.
Nah,
One
that's
of them
useless.
is sort of
anything, anything
bold.
worth money?
I mean, like, his equipment is nice enough that you could potentially sell it for standard weapon prices, but
It's all heavy though, isn't it?
it's varying degrees of heavy, yeah. The half plate is definitely gonna be heavy.
Strong people. You should probably carry some of this stuff. We could sell it later for some coin.
Do we notice him discarding a map?
Do we have any strong people?
Oh wait, did he
I mean,
did he say
I'm-
he threw it away?
No, I was just like, I like pushed it to the side as I kept searching, but like it's
Okay.
still like there.
Well,
I'm
then the
about to
rest
be
of you
like,
might
oh,
notice that
also,
on the
I
ground.
found the stupid map. I was about to say, I found the stupid map too. Here you, forest guy. Look at this. Like here you found.
Forest guy at your service.
Alright, Fallon, give me investigation as you're looking over the map. Or nature, actually.
I already clicked.
I'll let you re-roll it if you want to do nature instead.
Sure. See if I get a better roll. The best roll.
You know what? I'll take your first one. So this is definitely a map of the forest. It's got a couple different routes marked on it. One of them, sort of bold. Piecing it together with your pre-existing knowledge of the forest, you realize that the route that's sort of highlighted actually goes right by where you guys currently are.
Okay. So I just noticed a couple of routes. I don't know where they're kind of going off to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just basically a map of this.
Well, I'm just
general
saying, like
area
we're trying
of
to get
woods.
to the mountain, right?
Right. I mean,
Is
so
it-
you can orient yourself on it. None
Well,
of them none of them seems like a go this way to get to the place you want to go kind of thing.
Okay. So I show the map to Anya and whoever else wants to look,
Okay. Sure.
and
And
I
yeah,
say,
I
"Looks."
actually am going to say investigation for this.
Okay.
Nope. Anya's like, nice map.
Well, I'm gonna explain the map. I say, looks like we're here on this highlighted route, so I don't know if we want to stay here or take one of these lesser routes. I don't know where they go.
That one's Alistair, the second one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's interested.
Sure, I'll allow it. Alistair. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Colleen.
No, I was just no. That's fine.
Okay. Alistair sort of leans in and looks at it and steps back and thinks for a moment and says, think these might be patrol routes?
Alistair, my friend, you're a genius.
Anya sort of looks around and says, well, if that's the case, we should maybe get moving and maybe avoid those routes.
So, should we hide these dead bodies in the thicket? Or does that matter?
To what purpose?
Well, I mean, I don't know, slower response time.
They're going to be missing their patrol anyway, if it is a patrol. So,
Yeah, but if they find them dead, I mean, come
you know,
on.
it depends if they're missing the patrol before they find them dead or not. Probably doesn't make much of a difference. But either way, we should probably be on our way sooner rather than later.
Well, let's just stay off of these trails then.
Okay. So you all sort of gather yourselves up and continue trudging off through the forest, Fallon leading the way. You sort of skew your route a little bit to avoid intersecting what appear to be patrol routes as much as possible. And finally, as night's beginning to settle in, you find a good place to make camp. Yes, Kane.
I just like, as we're walking, I just like to go to Fallon to be like, you know, I hope you don't mind, but in the future, I'll just stay back and use arrows. Yeah, I tried to get in the post to help out thing. That didn't really seem to work out for us. So I'll just keep my distance, like I usually do.
And found it. Yeah, don't worry. The rest of us will take care of it.
Sounds good.
Alright. So, you find a campsite. Actually, wait a minute. Let me see here. Yeah, let's do this.
Where'd everybody go?
Hmm?
Oh, I don't see everybody on the map anymore.
Oh, well, I'm actually about to switch it anyway. Boom. So yeah, you find your campsite, and actually, let me see. Everybody give me a survival check. Fallon with advantage.
It's worthless.
I'll survive.
Okay. Actually, go ahead and give me one for Alistair, too.
Does Gamork need one?
You know what? Sure. Why not? Okay.
We all get poison ivy.
I use the restroom and try to use poison ivy as toilet paper.
So you all settle in. Kane, as your party is sort of setting up camp after Your fifth long day hiking, your second one through a rather dense wood. You find a tree, and you check it to make sure there's not a swarm of insects on it that's going to destroy you, and then you sit down and lean against it. You sort of let your mind idle. The forms of your companions sort of blur across your field of vision, and you hear the rustle of brush as a breeze wraps itself around you. An indeterminate amount of time later, you find yourself on a now...
What?
I mean that you sort of lose track of time.
Okay.
Okay? You're sort of zoning out at the end of this day. And you find yourself on a now familiar mountaintop. A grassy valley stretches to one side, and on the other the sea vanishes into the horizon. And through the windows of the cottage in front of you, you see the warm glow of firelight. The smell of lavender wafts from the door, which stands ajar. You glance about for Tirsa, but you don't see her. And you feel strangely drawn towards the cottage. It feels like home.
I'm gonna stealth and try to like just peek in to make
Okay.
sure there's no giant whatever the hell the thing was last time.
Sure. Go and give me stealth.
Hood up.
Okay. You secret your way up to the door. It's slightly loose in the frame. You sort of gently nudge it open just a little bit. So you have sort of an angle on the part of the cottage, like towards where the little kitchen area was before. It's recognizable from your previous entrance. You do notice, though, that in the center of the room, which was empty before, there's now a circular oak table and a few chairs. And in the corner, you see a sort of slightly slender-looking and young-looking woman. Maybe in her late 20s? Mid to late 20s? Yeah, actually no, as I think about it, mid-20s.
Alright. I guess I'll push the door open.
Okay,
My rapier's drawn.
okay.
It's gonna say, who are you?
Alright, and just to give you the whole view, as you come in, you also notice now that there are soft purple curtains framing the windows. There's actually a comfortable-looking sofa by the fire. This woman that you see, as I said, she's of average height and build, but she holds herself with sort of a light, airy grace that makes her look tall and slender. Long white hair tumbles down her back, seeming to sway in a perpetual breeze. And she has deep green eyes, and as she turns and looks up at you, she says, you say, who are you? And she says, Tangier? So... Gosh, how do I say this? So happy to see you again. I'm your mother, Tangier.
Tinger? That's not. I'm not Tinger. Who's what?
That's the name I gave you. You can finally hear me. I'm so happy. Please come in, take a seat. And she gestures towards the sofa. The tea's almost ready. She sees you hesitating.
Ian's gonna. I'm just kind of gonna stay in the doorway.
Yeah.
Um.
She leaves her position behind the counter and starts to walk up towards you. Slowly.
I'm Kane. Oh shoot, what's my uncle's name again?
Sean.
Yeah, Sean told me though that my actual name was Arthur. What is Tingier? What?
She sort of sighs and says, he probably wanted to give you a normal name. I wanted to give you a name more after the manner of your father.
Where are we?
Well,
How are we talking right now?
I presume you still have a silver bangle on your arm, yes?
Yeah.
Uh, she sort of grimaces, and then you hear the tea kettle in the back start whistling, and she says, "Oh, sorry, just give me a second." And she hustles back to the corner, pulls it off, but then doesn't. Well, actually, yeah, she has 2 teacups already ready. She quickly pours the water in them, but then sets that aside and comes back towards you.
Casey, real quick, where does it get the silver bangle again?
It Mira gave it to you way back at the beginning.
Okay.
It says, "Look, there's a bit of a story here. Are you sure you don't want to sit down? We can have the conversation here if we must."
Look, last time I was here, there was some big thing.
Yes, that was the
I'm
reason
not
I
sure
couldn't
about.
talk to you before now.
Just explain.
Okay, fine. I presume your uncle told you that I died in childbirth, yes?
Yeah.
Just before I died, your father came by and waited for the moment when I drew my last. When I did, he captured my spirit and connected it through 2 magical bangles, like the one that you carry. So that as long as you had that, I would be able to watch over you. I met him quite some time ago. I never really grew out of my youthful foolishness, but back then well, I don't know if you have any memories of Westeros, but it's not exactly the most stimulating place. I ran
I
away
went there for
towards
very long.
I ran away towards the eastern mountains, and that's where I met your father, and, well, the rest is probably pretty easy to imagine, yes? This mountain that we're on is, well, it's similar to that place, but now it exists, perhaps in your mind, perhaps in an alternate plane, whatever you want to call it. I don't really completely understand it myself.
How did I got the bangle from someone else? How did you said he made these bangles?
Indeed, or someone else made them and he acquired them. I don't really know. I was not in a very good mental state while this was all happening.
So you've just been in my head this whole time.
Well,
But that
since probably about, well, a few months ago, your time, that creature that you mentioned kept me from talking to you properly. I think you had a dream once, yes?
yeah, there was some Were you the elemental lady?
Yes, if you meet me outside this place, that is my form. Now, and she sort of sighs. I said I was your mother. I don't know if that's entirely true. Your mother was, after all, human, and I'm not. But I have all her memories. I've been waiting for the day when I could break through to you.
So you're in my head or whatever. Are you able to see everything?
Not really. I... The view from this peak tells me more about, frankly, your emotions than anything practical. Whether the sea is calm or choppy, whether the sky is sunny or cloudy. But messages can't get
What is it
through.
usually?
Care to make a guess?
Kind and sharing.
Exactly that. And you see sort of a rueful smile on her face. Honestly, I didn't have much freedom here until a few days ago.
What changed a few days ago?
Well, I think you know, right? There was a battle in this room.
Oh, is that only a few days ago?
Well, what, a week ago?
Oh yeah, no, that's right. I forget that like it's not weeks between these.
Yeah, it was like a week and a half, I think.
Okay, then scratch that question then.
Oh, no.
Someone's gonna come here every time I go to sleep.
No, not every time. I've drawn you here this time. I won't always seek to do so, but if you concentrate on this place, then at least at times you can return.
This is a lot to take in right now.
I understand. That's... She sighs. There's really no easy way to do this.
So you're saying he got the Bengals and everything. Why did he never come back then?
She shrugs. I've thought about that. The best that I can guess is that it's not in his nature. I don't really know much of the Jinn. I was young and foolish. He's kind enough, but not exactly the kind to commit to anything or anyone.
Cool.
She frowns and sort of walks away towards the table at the center of the room, sits down in one of the chairs, and sort
How
of...
do I get out of here?
She looks at you and says, "Just wish it."
All right. I'm focusing on getting out.
Okay. And the room blurs, and you open your eyes, and you're sitting back at the camp with the rest of your group.
I'm just gonna kind of walk up to. Do we have a campfire going?
Would you? I'll ask the group. Would you try to, disguise yourselves by not having one, or do you want one? For obvious reasons.
I don't need one.
Okay, let me put it this way.
I
Is
think
anyone
I'm fine.
fire? Okay.
I'll just go up to, I guess, closer to the middle of camp and just take a seat.
You can still see everybody sort of shuffling around. Like, it's dark, but you still know where people are.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit and just kind of stare off into space, I guess, again, but contemplating.
Okay. So the rest of you, see Kane sort of move away from his tree towards the center of where you guys have set up. He's a few feet from where anyone's actually laying out your bedroll for the night or anything. But he's just quiet. Anyone doing anything in particular, or is that where we're leaving it?
Nope.
Yeah, gnome salts.
How long
Okay.
has it been with this? Since we set up camp?
At this point, you were all sort of doing. Kane sort of paused partway through, rolling out all his stuff, and just sat there. And this is happening at subjective speed, so you've probably, finished settling in about a minute ago.
I mean, is it still like early evening or?
Oh yeah, it's very much dusk. The sun is almost down, but there's still some light filtering through the trees.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna chill with my zombies, but
Okay.
before I go to bed, I'm gonna use animate dead again to add another 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Fallon, gnome salts. Go ahead and give me a d20. Wait a minute, did I? Oh, I didn't have it on loop. Okay. You. Let me think. You sit down and you light up the salts and take a deep inhalation. And you sort of take a trip down memory lane. You feel yourself almost grow smaller, if you know what I mean. And you look up and you see the form of a massive orc sitting about, 120 degrees around a small fire from your position. Sort of grumbling and huffing, finishing skinning an animal. You see him look at you and then sort of jam it over the fire and says, "Did all right tonight, kid. Here, roast some of this up for you." And oh, were you gonna say something?
No, I didn't know if I was supposed to interact or if I'm just.
No, it's just sort of a vision. And that memory washes over you of the hard days that you had here, but how, in a weird way, there were actually good times there as well. You look around and you see the usual sort of small forest creatures approaching a lot closer to you than they normally would. Um, you actually look down and there's a porcupine that's sort of staring up at you, almost entranced. Um, as you look at it, the quills sort of start to waver, and then you just sort of are awash in a sea of browns and greens and black and just the earth tones of the forest. And that's your trip. Anything else? Alright. Then that is where we'll end for tonight. Thanks, everybody. And
Ooh.
goodbye forever, stream.
Bye forever.
XSplit.